Everybody, this is Daryl from Daily Crypto Trade Signals, and today we're going to talk about Cardano smart contracts, how that's going to affect the price, my price predictions. And before we get into the content, please smash that like, subscribe, and first of all, I want to say give a big shout out to all my subscribers. I love all of you, and without you we couldn't make this happen. So big shout out to my subscribers. We're getting close to 1,000 subscribers, and when that happens, we're going to be giving $1,000 worth of Ethereum to a lucky subscriber. So as you know, Cardano is now in the Alonzo testnet phase. Smart contracts are going to be coming out very soon. It was scheduled for the end of April, May, but it looks like these smart contracts are going to be coming out a little bit earlier than expected. And I think that when that happens, we're going to see that Cardano's price is going to pump to about 150, 160. As you can see right now, yesterday we hit $1.29, and then we hit some resistance at 130, and then now we're ranging between 124, 125. So definitely at $1.30 is a big resistance level, and there seems to be a lot of support between the 114, 117, 119 area. So we need to really break through that 130 on the 4-hour candle, and that will give a confirmation that we're breaking out beyond the resistance. So you know, I see like a pocket between $1.30, $1.40. We need to really break out of that pocket, go beyond $1.40 on a one-day time frame. If we can do that, then that's confirming the breakout. But we just seem to be getting slammed by that resistance. Some people have been saying that ADA is in a coma. Some people are giving up. Remember, diamond hands, and you will be rewarded. I believe that a lot of smart money is waiting for the smart contracts to come out. Once these smart contracts come out, then you're going to see that we're going to break out beyond that resistance level, and we're going to shoot for the moon. 160 should be, is really doable by the end of April, and then by May we should see 165, 175. That's in consideration, the smart contracts are definitely going to be successful. But Mark Hoskins, he doesn't do anything without being successful. So yeah, they're slow, methodical, but things are working, things are happening, and they're moving a lot faster in terms of implementation and completion of development as compared to Ethereum. So I'm very confident. Let's get into the tea. Okay guys, let's jump into the technicals. Daryl here. So this is the Cardano on the one-day time frame, and you can see here that I've got a green line. This is my support line here. I've also got my red line, which is my resistance level here. And there's a number of interesting patterns that I'm seeing here. If you look at the overall pattern here, this is what we call an ascending triangle. So if you guys are not familiar what an ascending triangle is, it's basically measuring the swing highs and swing lows and then looking out for a breakout. The continuation of the breakout on an ascending triangle tends to follow the pattern or the direction that the triangle is going. So you can see that the overall direction of this triangle is upward. So we really are going to be looking for a breakout in this direction. Remember, this is technical analysis. You guys need to understand that technical analysis only works till it doesn't work. But overall, ascending triangles or breakouts typically go in the same direction that the triangle is. This one is upwards, so we can definitely expect to see a breakout going in upwards mode. All right, guys. So the other interesting thing I see here is I see that if we look at this overall triangle, I also see other areas of resistance. So a couple days ago we had that big pump to $1.29, excuse me, and that's about right here. But you can see that when we hit the $1.30, we got lots of rejection. We got rejected here and here So you can see that around $1.30 is also another area of resistance that we need to break out through. And then you can see that there's also another area of resistance around about $1.35. As you can see, we got rejected here and here. So this is also my other level of resistance, around about 135-ish. So you can see that I have two levels of resistance here and here. So we really need to break out. So I can see that right now, if we look at the way that we're trading, it's really range bound in between this resistance level here. And I really think that by April 13th, we should start to see a slow breakout. We need to go past the $1.30 level for at least one day to have that as a confirmation. And then I think once we do that, we should move up past the 135 level. And then we're going to see if we can retest this major resistance right here. So I think this is the trajectory, the pattern that we're going to take. So let me give you my price targets. So I think that we should be by tomorrow the 10th and the 13th, we should be in between 130 and 135 range. So I'm pretty confident that from the 10th to around about the 16th, we should be trading within this new box here. So we should be trading here between the 10th and around about the 16th. And then my next level up is right here. And I see this, we hitting this level around about the 17th or 18th, and we should be consolidating and trading in this area here. And hopefully we can get some kind of breakout by the end of April, the 1st of May, and start going into price discovery mode. So that's kind of my technical analysis. Keep in mind, this is not financial advice. Sometimes things can break down. I mean, we could have another scenario where we go up, test the resistance level, bounce back down, test it, get rejected, bounce back down, test it, and then we could go in this direction. And then at 0.90, then we have a very huge support level around about this area here. So there's a really big support level around about this area. So I don't think that we will be going lower than about 90 cents. So I think this here is definitely major support in this area, but I don't see this scenario as being likely. I think, you know, that 80% of the scenario that I see is that we're going to have an upside scenario, and we should be hitting around about 150 by the first week of May. So let's just look at the roadmap and where we are in terms of smart contracts. So you can see that right now we're beginning in April. So the Alonzo testnet has been deployed, and now they're testing smart contracts on that. And the smart contracts should be done by the 2nd or 1st week of June. That's when we have the code freeze. So I believe that when we get to the 2nd of June, we should be trading around about $1.80, testing all-time highs between $1.80 and $1.95. I don't think we're going to break past $2, not until the end of July. All right, and then some positive news. Cardano's first supply chain application goes live. So that's also one of the reasons why we had that small little rally, that small little pump, because that came out right here, and that was because of this article, in case you're wondering what caused that. So once again, we need to have diamond hands, hodl, don't panic, guys. I know that You know, Cardano's been giving people a lot of headaches because it's been kind of going in this kind of direction consistently. Yeah, it's been bothering me too. You know, there's been times when I'm waking up saying, oh, maybe I should sell, maybe I should get out, maybe it's gonna break down. And but you know, if I look at the technicals, technically we're in ascending triangle. It's going up in this direction, so we should have a breakout. Yeah, Cardano is slow. It's moving slow, but it's moving in the right direction when the trend is your friend. So don't panic. I think everything's going to be okay. Once again, my price targets, we should be looking at, you know, by the end of April, 140, 150 range, nothing to worry about. And don't panic, guys.
Just as a side note to the technical analysis, in case you didn't know, on March 31st, Cardano became 100% decentralized. So I think this is really going to add to the upward momentum of Cardano. And you know, I really think that once we break out the breakout past resistance level, these breakout levels are going to be hitting, you know, I think middle of April. 20th of April, we can see that we're going to break out past these resistance points, as I said in the technical analysis. And as long as we can stay above the resistance levels, we're going to be fine. So yeah, I know that Cardano's kind of been in a coma, kind of range bound for a long time, but don't worry about it. I think the technical analysis proves it out for itself. So yeah, this is just a little bit of a side note. So we got some really good news. You know, Alonso's there. The testnet is going to be completed. Once the smart contracts are implemented, this thing is going to pump. Don't worry. Diamond hands as always, guys. Shout out to all my subscribers. I love you guys. We wouldn't be able to do this without you. Thanks for all the support.